uncle, I want you to reason like if Moses' story is told, Moses is the only prophet whose story is told so much among more than all the other prophets in the Quran. You know that. And even the other prophets. So sometimes the Quran, in one chapter, Allah can narrate a story to Muhammad by revealing. It doesn't mean all what he's telling Muhammad was all the story at that time. It couldn't be maybe he didn't tell him about everything, then he tell him another time, reveal another time. So I don't know why you have problem with this. You can't grasp about what. Okay.
This is pretty straightforward.
Yeah?
Alright, so this is a Taha.
The Surah Taha.
Yeah. And so 11 says, and when he came to him, he was called, O Moses, indeed I am your Lord, so remove your sandals. Indeed you are in the sacred valley of Surah, and I have chosen you to listen to what is revealed to you. That's Allah speaking.
So which verse are you reading? Which verse? 11. But when he approached it, he was called, O Moses. It is truly I am your Lord. So take off your sandals, for you are in the sacred valley of Tuwa.
And next verse.
I have chosen you, so listen to what I have. Listen to what is revealed.
Right. So that's what Allah said to Moses. The first thing. Yeah. So then.
It is true. I am Allah. There is no God worthy of worship except me. So worship me alone and establish prayer for my remembrance. That's verse 14.
Yeah. So.
Okay. So which chapter again do you see? There are different.
No. So if you stay on that one.
Okay.
And then this is 28:30.
The same surah, the same chapter.
No, this is 28. So you're on 20.
I'm 20.
Yeah, but you stay on that. So 28 says, 30 says, and when he came to him, he was called from the right side of the valley, and a blessed spot from the tree. O Moses, indeed I am Allah, Lord of the world. And throw down your staff. So now, notice it says, I am Allah, Lord of the world. And what does it say there?
Come on, uncle, you are very, very intelligent not to grasp this. So what is because listen. No. Uncle, you are elderly man. Don't bring biasness into reading this thing to see differences. Listen, I know. No, listen. You want Allah to state the same statement. Here, he add more information about what happened. Okay, the other one, he didn't tell Muhammad that Moses has to put his staff down.
That's not the problem.
What is the problem there?
Go to your one. 13.
13. Okay. I have chosen you, so listen to what is revealed. 13, verse 13.
I'm so sorry, I think 11.
11.
You're right. It says, O Moses. It says, alright, O Moses. That's the same, isn't it? Tree, O Moses.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing he said. Then, what does it say after O Moses? Go to the next one.
Where do you want me to? Okay. But when he reached, he called, oh Moses.
That's the same.
Yeah.
Go up the next one. Go read the next one.
It is true, I'm your Lord.
But he says, indeed, I am Allah, Lord of the world.
Well, come on, Uncle. Uncle, come on. Uncle, it is the same thing. It is, you want, listen, it is the same thing. Just introduce it. Listen, the statement, that you, listen, it's the same language we are speaking. It means the same, okay? But say, I'm your Lord, or you want the phrase to be the same from the other. Come on, Uncle, you are too intelligent to think like that. Listen, it's so that, listen, the what am I going to say? The way Allah put it in this verse and the other one. It doesn't mean anything. He just tell him because the revelation came from different time. So he just want to Muhammad to understand what happened between him and Moses. And if you read the verse, there is no problem with it. I don't know why you have a problem with this. I swear. You can, because of this, you think Islam is false. Come on, Uncle.
So you're telling me Allah?
He didn't forget the same thing. Listen, I can tell you something. I can tell you, and I change my statement, meaning the same thing. It doesn't mean.
But you're human, aren't you?
Yes. But it's not Allah is not a human.
There you go. So,
it's not that he forget. Listen, Allah. You are thinking that Allah forget about what he said previously. No, he's just a human. He's interacting with human beings. The same thing is it's not gonna be repeating. The Quran is not the same phrase. Phrase is gonna be repeating all the time.
No, the answer is simple. The Quran came from different men who put it together. It didn't come from Allah.
You yourself know that, Uncle, if the Quran was to come from different people, you would have found a lot of contradiction.
And we just found
that's like
exactly.
just like what you find in the Bible.
And we just found one exactly. So
there is no. This is not contradiction.
Really? So Allah says something different, and it's not.
This is not. What is contradiction, Uncle?
When someone says one thing, and in the same event it says something different?
No, then you are changing the meaning of contradiction.
No, that's my version.
Contradiction is, listen, contradiction is when two statements are in conflict. You can't reconcile them. Okay, that is what it means. We can go to English dictionary and look for the word contradiction. Okay,
yeah.
So you are putting your own definition to mirror what you think.
So these statements?
Of course, these are statements. They are not contradicting each other. It means the same thing. What is the wrong with that, Uncle?
No, because Allah is actually speaking.
Allah speaking, yes.
You can only say one thing.
Listen, he say one thing to Muhammad and say the same phrase but different way of putting it, meaning the same thing. It doesn't mean there is contradiction.
Yeah, but this is one event.
Yes, of course, the same event he's narrating, but that's what if you look at not only the Moses story, even Isa, all the prophets,
right,
the same thing.
But do you realize the problem you have?
There's no problem. You just want problem.
No, I can tell you the problem.
Because you are biased, Uncle. I'm telling you. You are putting.
If you took Allah into a court of law, and gave him both of these, and then told him which one.
I'm telling you, if you take this into court of law, and I say the same thing to a judge will not have any problem with you. Are having no problem with.
Ask Allah, what did you actually say?
What he said doesn't mean different things. What Allah said doesn't mean different things to your understanding.
Yeah, if you look at it.
Okay, let's bring it back. We read it and see whether it means different thing or it means the same thing. Listen, he said, it is true, I'm your Lord, so take off your sandals for you are in the sacred valley of Surah. Is it not that verse you are
but notice it says, I am your Lord, isn't it? That's why it says, I am your Lord.
But it's true, I am your Lord.
Right.
Let's read the Arabic. So that sometimes listen, no. I'm gonna read the Arabic. Inni ana rabbuka fahla la'anata laka innaka bil wadi al muqaddas tuwa. Bring this one. So this one, Allah is more information that when he came to them, because this one is brought from the other verse, because it's separated from the listen. So he said, Falamma أتاها نودي من شيء والوادي الأيمن في اليقعة من الشجرة أي موسى. Okay, so this one I'm looking. You see, so this one is the abbreviation. You see where I said because if you don't understand. Inni ana Allahu Rabbul Alamin. You see?
Right.
So
what inni
means I'm your Lord.
No, Allah means. Alamina, what does that mean?
Alamin, world, the Lord of the world.
Right, that's two different things.
What is it?
One says I'm your Lord, this says I'm the world. That's two different.
No, it's not. Listen.
That's a contradiction.
Listen, this one, Allah is adding more information.
No, he changed it.
He didn't change it. He didn't add Lord of the Alamin. He didn't add Lord of the Alamin. Alamin means Lord of the world.
Yeah.
But here he added, what is it different? What's so contradiction
No,
about? He didn't change. Inni ana rabbul alamin. It means I am the Lord of the world.
Yeah,
and here he said inni ana rabbul. Let me bring it. I don't have to so that we can see it properly. Inni ana rabbuka fa'al'alaka innaka bil wadi al muqaddas tuwa. It is true, I'm your Lord. So you see, here he just said, and me, inni, I'm your Lord. You see, he didn't add the alamin, but he add another word. You are in the sacred. Allah is giving us more information about what is happening, but you are not getting. You see, the tour is not here. Do you find the tour here? No. Do you find tour there? When he tell Moses here that he is in the sacred valley, did you find it here?
No.
So you see, Allah is adding more information to what is happening. But you see, uncle, you are biased. That's why you are not getting anything that is
Christian.
Yeah, because
you guys criticize.
No, I'm telling you, the Bible is so. You see, when I asked you about contradiction, see, you were trying to define contradiction to mirror what you believe here. Meanwhile, that's not what contradiction is. This is not contradiction. These two stories are not in conflict with one another. It's just more information is being added on both sides.
So in the court of law, when Allah's in the stand, the judge asked him, did you say Lord of Moses or Lord of the world?
It's all there.
Which one should Allah answer?
Okay, is Allah the Lord of all the worlds or not?
No, this isn't to do with that. We want to know what he said at the time. That's what the judge wants to know. What did Allah say?
Listen, it doesn't mean when Allah did not say all this to Moses at that time, because he chose to tell Muhammad on that particular time, this is what I said. He know that the Quran is not finished. He's going to reveal more. This is what you are not understanding. Listen, the Quran is a progressive revelation. So if it was completed and later on when the Quran, everything was completed, and later on maybe Allah is bringing more information
but
to the Quran.
One of the words. No. He changed it.
Uncle, when the Quran was revealed to Muhammad at that time, the Quran was not, the story was not finished. If you look, the story came so many places. So you have to look at it and see what is in between, what is in this chapter and whether it mirror the other verses that Allah is talking about Moses. You understand? Because that is a complete Quran you are seeing at that time. So the Quran, this particular verse, I don't know whether it's Mecca. I believe it was Medina's Surah. It could be Medina Surah or this thing. So sometimes when Allah was revealing that particular statement at that time, it doesn't mean he has to tell Muhammad about all what happened, because he knows that he's going to tell him more later.
Most of them are Mecca.
Yeah, this one, he said all of them are Mecca Surah.
Yeah, 20 is Mecca.
He said all Mecca Surah. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So your problem is because Allah said, when he told Moses about that story, to tell Muhammad about this revelation at that time, he chose to tell him, and he knows that he's going to add him more information later on. So it does. All what you have to do is see whether it's contradicted or not.
Yeah, we found that.
What contradiction?
One, he says,
what is,
your Lord,
I already tell you, what is the meaning of contradiction? What is the meaning of contradiction?
It's the statements are
in conflict. You can't reconcile them. So are you telling me that you can't reconcile this statement? What is when I said we all know that Allah is the Lord of Alameen. Even the Quran first chapter, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Everybody knows it.
Yeah, but that's not the point. Allah is telling you what he said.
He's telling all this thing is said to Moses with the encounter with him. Okay, but you want to see, your problem is you want to say that I don't even know which one was revealed first or not. I don't even know. But your problem is you want Allah, when he was narrating this story, to just tell Moses
what he said. Yes.
That by not, when he's going to tell him again, he should tell him the same thing. Meanwhile, he's adding more information. You are not getting it. It's all. I swear God, this is adding more information. If you look at the Quran.
Yeah, I've read it. One's got more than the other.
Of course, adding more information about what happened between him and Moses. But this is what, it's not changing. What is changing? He's adding more of it. When he said, listen, I'm your Lord. And I say, of the alamin, of all the world. What is changing there? Uncle, come on, you are an intelligent man.
He didn't say, I'm your Lord anymore, did he?
He said, when the first chapter of the Quran, do you want to bring it out? Surah Al-Fatiha. When we Alhamdulillah, that's it. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen.
Well, that's bad as well.
Listen, what is bad?
Are you sure you want to go to Fatiha?
Bring Fatiha. I'm bringing the Alameen for you to understand the first chapter of the Quran. When you keep on saying that, Allah forget, come on. You've been biased. Listen, the first verse always bring that Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. You see it there.
But it says, so Allah's going to say, praise is due to Allah. Is that what Allah said?
Praise is due to Allah. Who does praise? Praise
Allah.
He, the creator of the universe.
But normally you say me. In the Bible, God says I or me.
Don't compare Bible to Quran. Bible is not Quran.
No, because Bible's bad. That's right.
I'm telling you, Bible is pure contradiction. You can't even compare the two. I think actually it's enough with this topic because you are not going to change your mind. I don't know how to convince you. Take it as you are. Actually, you chose to believe that. May Allah guide all of us. That's your path. We are not fighting. We all want the best. One thing I want you to understand, coming here, Muslims here, everybody fighting to put their points. We are all praying that we find the right path and die on it because there is accountability, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if you believe, if you think that where you are is the right for you, you stick to it. For me, I know when I look at Christians, because it is very hard for me to grasp what you people believe. All this as even if you just put all these things aside and look at Christian theology, for me, even if there was no Islam, for me, I don't think I would have accepted Christianity as my religion. I would have become an atheist because this is because I just don't understand this Jesus being God or coming dying for people's sin. There's so many things. The theology of Christianity, it doesn't make sense. And if you read Christian history, you see the development where all this come from. Unless you are not open-minded to see where the Roman Empire, they used to believe Son of God dying for people's sin.
They didn't.
No, they believe in those things. Trust me. Then I make investigation and make research. You will find all what I'm talking about. I will go home next week. I'll come here. I will give you sources for you to look at it.
Israelites will return to take down Islam.